You got April 20th, you got your album coming out. 5 tracks on the album, Into Your Heart, Singe, Shaking Hell, Trinity, and Singled Out, right? Mm-hmm. What was the concept that you went with when you were coming up with this album? Was there a certain goal you were trying to accomplish with this, or story you were trying to tell?
I wanted it to have a variety of different kind of content in it. It had nice, calm music, and then it has a little bit more upbeat, and then it has like catchy beats. And so, trying to give the audience a little bit of variety.
Well, let's start with the first one, Into Your Heart. What's the feeling you want your listener to have?
I pretty much want them to, I don't know, I guess it kind of brings them to thinking about life, and so it's more of a heartfelt thought, I guess. So it's supposed to bring out their emotions if I can.
What was some of the story, or what were your own experiences that went into creating that song?
I wanted to be able to make music that fits other people's situations in a way. So if someone's feeling down and they just want to listen to down music, or I don't know if people do that, but they can do that, because I would have songs that are like that.
Okay, so specifically Into Your Heart, how did you engage that feeling? What were some of the things that you did, either technically or from a storytelling standpoint, that embraced that feeling of somebody's feeling down?
So pretty much what happens is, in the beginning, up-tempo, then eventually it gets into long, synthesized, calming, but powerful at the same time. So then it's almost like hope still, and then it goes back to the upbeat. And so that's where they were in like a crisis situation down there, and they've accomplished it, and so they're moving on from it.
Okay, so it really does take the listener on a journey, then. So you're from this point, and then things go down, and you feel that, which is something that most of us have felt, where it's something that you feel you can't get out of. You were at this high, and then something happens, you lose your job, you break up with your boyfriend, girlfriend, and now you're just as low as you get. But then you bring them back up and say, no, there's hope, there's something that's coming.
Yeah, actually, I was on that's perfect for that, but it's already out there. But
Well, go ahead, tell us about
trance sample, because it was just a sample one out there. But it's actually really calm, all melody, and it's just really neat. It makes you melt on the inside practically, and so you're like, it makes you fall in love with the song, literally. And so I've actually had people listen to it and they really like it. So
it's something to listen to down the road.
Yeah.
Let's take you into the next one, Singe. What went into the creation of that song, or what's the story that inspired that?
This was mainly, I guess, kind of a crazy-ish kind of song. It makes fire or kind of like violent titles in a way, and so I think this would actually fit the title a bit. And so people were like, "Oh, Singe, what's this about?" And so it's pretty much just.
What were some of the technical aspects that went into the creation of this song?
I did do research on how to make beats and stuff, for like example, house and trance. I do extensive research before I make my music and stuff on how to make that genre. And so the first time I made a house song, it was good. It had the right thing, but it wasn't good enough. It wasn't the quality that it should have been.
You find you need to capture the soul of that style.
Right. Mm-hmm. You have to have the exact style that you want.
So a lot of it is finding the voice of the style and then blending that with your own personal voice and style.
Right.
How did you take this house style and blend your own feelings and your own styles into that?
I kind of try to put a little spin on house music. I try to add effects into it that people won't, I guess, normally see in a house song, and so just trying new things here and just messing around with genres and seeing if I can make this genre evolve into something better and different. So that'd be really cool. So that's my goal, is to create my own genre someday.
It's kind of fun. It's a nice little evolution instead of just a cookie cutter.
Literally, that's the name of the album.
With
Evolution, that's the name of the whole album. So
Your third track on there, Shaking Hell.
It's actually, I was trying for something that's like deep and shaky, and because actually when it starts out, it is shaking, literally. The title defines the music.
That's cool. A lot of times you don't see that. So you really do have this shaky feeling to it. This one sounds like it lends itself perfectly to story or to, if you were to put it in a video context. What's kind of the story arc of Shaking Hell? What might be like an example of somebody, if they're listening to this, like they would identify it with? What's something that they could be going through in their own life that they would identify with this song? Like, yes,
They could
it's me.
Be going through a lot of problems in their life, and for, I guess, like, for example, criminals, they're going through a lot of things in life, and so they don't want to they don't want to end up in hell, so they're trying to, I guess, shake that away and move to somewhere better, I guess, something like that.
Fourth track, Trinity.
Oh, I don't know, that was just out of blue one I made that was just, I really liked. I was really trying for like a really trappy kind of sound, and I was trying to actually go for a different kind of name, make up a new name, because I don't know anyone that has a name Trinity in their song, or like that has a song named that, so I actually thought that was a cool name. So
How does that tie into the story of that song, or how does it tie into
it sounds pretty futuristic, I think. Trinity sounds like a futuristic word, and so it kind of ties in with the album name itself, so that's gonna be like the signature song for it. So
what are some of the technical aspects or some of the stylistic points in that song?
That was the one that had like really good melody. I think it was made up of violins, I think. So it was pretty much aimed towards people who like violins and stuff like that. I actually listened to Lindsey Sterling's stuff. Impressed with what she did. Is like amazing, because she mixed violins with dubstep, and that's like never been done before. Like, it's pure violin, and then she added dubstep into it, and it sounds really good. Actually, it's got over 1 million views and stuff, and so very popular. And so I was trying to see if I can do that, but more, add a little bit more dubstep into it, and so.
And that goes back to the evolving, right? The evolution of, here's this thing, can I take it a little bit more?
Right.
Somebody's already built something great, but here's me with that, which is kind of cool, because then I think that speaks to the Trinity of, you have the violins, you have the dubstep, and now you're the third component of that Trinity.
Mm-hmm. 3. So 3 components, pretty much so.
Now your last song on the album is Singled Out. Tell me about Singled Out.
I don't know, I guess the song's pretty much aimed towards people who feel like they've been singled out of things, like they've been left out of things, and so they want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. And so the song, I guess, hopefully bumps them up and makes them feel like they are a part of something better.
Do you have personal experience with that, or friends that?
I haven't always been a popular one in life, so I felt kind of left out of things, and so.
And I think music is a wonderful place for that. You'll see a lot of people that maybe don't feel they fit in with other groups, but they can share their story. I think some of the most powerful musicians or powerful songwriters can convey, this is who I am, and I think other people feel this way. Do you find that you found other people that have had similar experiences that will connect with this song?
Probably, actually, I have a friend. He's actually probably my only best friend I have. So he struggled in life a lot. He feels left out a lot. He doesn't feel like he fits in his school that he goes to, and so I guess this would kind of relate to him too. So
you talked about school, and your school is very heavy in community, embracing all sorts of people, and many people who do feel singled out. How important is that community, and how have you been able to, on an emotional level, that other people hear this and that these songs reach other people?
There are other things going for you, but maybe not at the moment. They will be coming later, and so just be hopeful in life, I guess.
Very cool.